Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We have the second out of the 3 EZAs from today. I'm not going to lie, the full power freeze one's probably going to have to wait till tomorrow now. But we're going to be doing the EZA around the new TEQ final form cooler. And of course we have him on a 200% lead with the LR final form coolers lead, which is a great 200% lead. We do actually have a pretty stacked first rotation. We have every single link active aside from big bad bosses. Of course we need to lose some health. And we have Turles' support, the attack and defense plus 40% because we're facing a superclass enemy. And we have the transforming Dokkan first caller's support because he hasn't transformed yet, so he's supporting transformation boost allies. So this is a very good start. And because of all that support, the TEQ final form cooler is starting with literally just shy of a 400k attack stat with 398 and 177k defense. Now, this is actually the first time I've actually seen his details, was when I was putting in all the dupes for him. And he looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So after getting some orbs, he has 578k attack stat. And after EZAing, I mean, his leader skills neither here nor there. So AGL, Tech and Fizz types, key plus 3, HP and attack defense plus 80%. You're probably never gonna use it, ever. That also helps getting big bad bosses active. But what's he putting out turn 1 with all of this support? 4.2 mil. 4.2 mil is respectable. And to be fair, it's not even an uncommon thing that could happen for him, considering, again, if you run him on rotation with this cooler, which he's still viable, still great against hybrid and pure Saiyan enemies, not in the too harder content. Same with this EZA final form cooler. He's not going to be going into red zone anytime soon, but, you know, for ESBR or something, he would be great. On super attack, he does raise attack and defense a 1 turn by 30%, which is great considering he does have a built-in additional, which has a medium chance to become the super attack, so cooler-esque things. And of course, mine's rainbowed, but if you have dupes in him, you could also get another additional off, which means he could raise his attack and defense 3 times in 1 turn, and that final attack, if he does get the 2 extra additionals becoming super attacks, he can put up some impressive numbers. He also has a medium chance of stunning the enemy, which is, you know, there's not many events you can actually really utilize that. Aside from like Super Battle Road, ESBR, and a few red zone stages, but hardly any. He does get key plus 2 in attack and defense plus 150 at the start of turn. He launches an additional attack. Of course, we're going to pop this now. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, as I said, cooler-esque things, and a great chance of performing a critical hit. By the way, that's a 70% chance to crit, which is fantastic. So if you don't have hardly any dupes or no dupes, this guy's a pretty good 55% unit. When the target enemy is stunned, again, there's not too many events where you can really utilize that, aside from like SBR and SBR, there's only a handful. He also gets an additional attack and defense plus 20% with each super attack performed, which is up to 50%, which of course the built-in additional and any dupes you have is going to help him do so. So we pretty much only have to attack, well, super attack 3 times. So we've already gone up twice. We've lost the transformation boost support, but that's fine. So he's on a 373k attack stat and 166k defense. I mean, prior to supering, that's actually still very good. With no support whatsoever, that is still pretty good. Now he's up to 542k. He's going to get another attack and defense plus 20% when he performs another super attack. Hopefully the medium chance ends up popping off and he does another additional because then he's fully stacked up. He's on 3.44 with no support. 1 set of attack and defense plus 20%. So now he's got 2. Can we get a dupe system additional super? No, okay, we're going to have to wait until next turn for him to actually be finished. Also, he stuns the attacked enemy once only, so you have a guaranteed stun 1 time when there is an enemy whose name includes Goku. So, very specific condition, you know, specifically Goku enemies, we're just going to go straight back into the vid, carry on, even though there was a cut. But yeah, very specific conditions, but considering how many Goku enemies there can be in this game, especially when it comes to, you know, unfortunately not the Goku event because you can't stun there. But, you know, how many Goku enemies that reside within SBR and ESBR, still not too restrictive. It does have its restrictions, but not too restrictive. It's very specific, but again, considering how many variations of Goku there is, because, you know, Goku is the main character of Dragon Ball, not too restrictive. So, this turn, cooler should be fully built up. He's on a 436k attack stat, literally just shy of 200k defense. I'm not gonna lie. For a side EZA, he's really impressing me. Do we have big bad bosses active? We don't. We're actually just shy of big bad bosses. So that's without the major attack link, which hopefully we can get off this turn. But so far, he's really impressing me for a side EZA. I mean, yeah, he's going to take a bit of damage here. We'll have him type disadvantage. What's he up to now? 4.66, and again, that's without big bad bosses. So another unit you may want to get to level 10 links. And the additional, he's gone up to 5.2. Can we get another additional super and go up even more? Unfortunately, we just messed out, but now he's tanking double digits. I mean, he probably would have tanked double digits off the initial super. But the possibility of super attacking 3 times with this guy, very, very handy for harder content. And again, not the hardest content like Red Zone, etc. And maybe some early stages this cooler might be able to handle. I'm not going to lie. As long as you're careful with your items and stuff, maybe he could have handled some of the earlier stages, but unless you've done them, you're probably not going to do them again. But, you know, for like Super Battle Road and stuff, this guy's going to be very, very good. Very, very good, especially with the fact he can stun on super. You know, he guarantees a stun. He'll have a great chance to crit when the enemy is stunned, do even more damage. You know, potential 3 supers in a turn defensively after super attacking. You know, once he's pretty solid, once he's fully built up. And then not only that, if he super attacks again, you know, again in the likes of Super Battle Road and ESBR, defensively he should be good for a turn. And if you get that third one off, yeah, he's even going to be tanking supers relatively well if he manages to super attack 3 times and raise his attack and defense in total by 90%. You know, you're talking like 200k defense by 90%. I mean, maybe like 500-600k defense, maybe a little bit more as like an estimation. Which, I mean, again, for a side banner EZA, if those super attacks all come off, that's actually pretty good. I said he's going to be a great addition for Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, movie bosses, potentially Target Goku, Space Traveling Warriors, Planetary Destruction. He's a great addition to those if you need to be doing those category missions in Super Battle Road and ESBR. Not to mention he's a cooler unit, so he links well with, of course, Dokkan First Transforming Cooler. Links relatively okay-ish, especially with the support with Turles, which unfortunately, we're finally going to get the support rotation, and Turles decides to transform. Why is it when I want you to do this in videos, you never do it? That 30%, man, that 30%. And he links well with other Freezer units, so that's one major bonus. But he's not supporting right now, which is really annoying because I've literally just waited for this to happen. So we're going to have to wait again for this to come back around. But we do finally have big bad bosses and he is fully built up. So this is fantastic. I'm going to use an Icarus just to be safe. But he's up to a 542k attack stat with 260k defense with big bad bosses active. Let me just check to be sure that I haven't forgotten that he also supports. You know, he just gives key. He just gives key. He just gives key. So when Cooler is fully built up with big bad bosses active, again, you might want to go get his like level 10 to his links to level 10 to get that big bad bosses with the no HP condition. Fully built up passive, which only takes 3 supers, by the way, which is not difficult at all, especially with a medium chance of supering in his passive, dupes. 542k attack stat, 260k defense. I'm putting him in slot 1. I'm putting him in slot 1, especially with the Icarus, and he's on a 677k attack stat now. I can't wait to see the type of numbers he's putting out with support. That's mad. Hopefully he can get some additional supers come off. Oh, do you know what? He has an Icarus active, he has over 200k defense at the start of turn. How much are you tanking this for before supering? If he supered, he generally would have took that for like hardly anything. 4.99, literally just shy of 5 mil. Unfortunately, no additional supers. So if he managed to get some additional supers there, you're probably looking at round about, off of the first additional, probably like 5.2, 5.3 mil, maybe even 5.4. With another additional, with the dupe system additional, you're looking at close to 6 milli. And considering his defense was like 260k, if he managed to get an additional super, you're talking like, again, you're talking, you know, probably near 400k defense off of 1 second. You're probably talking like almost 5, maybe even 6. Actually, no, that's just including the additionals. So actually, no, you're talking probably more than 600k defense there. I'm not gonna lie, this cooler is very impressive. And again, he goes on some fantastic categories. As I've already said, movie bosses. He's on the new Cooler's 200% lead. Yes, you can't link them together, but that's fine. As a floater, he'll do just as well. And I said he's a great addition to all the great categories he goes on, surrounded by all these other units you easily link him to. Again, other Cooler units, Freezer units, not too bad with Turles, on the likes of movie bosses. Terrifying Conquerors. Of course, big one being 200% the Terrifying Conquerors transformation boost. But as I said, movie bosses, Terrifying Conquerors, Wicked Bloodline, Target Goku, Planetary Destruction, Space Javelin Warriors. He's on some great categories, easily links. And for a side EZA, he's very, very, very good. I can't lie. My man has like 260k defense. Okay, I mean, he did, but we no longer have big bad bosses. He did, but we no longer have big bad bosses. We need to get Turles back on rotation, and then we can wrap this video up. Getting this rotation fully set up the way I wanted it, with the TEQ EZA cooler fully built up and Turles on rotation, took way longer than it needed to be. We're finally going to do it. So with the support and cooler fully built up, he's on a 629k attack stat with 300k defense. Don't forget, he's going to raise attack and defense once on super. If the medium chance to become a super attack on the additional and the passive comes off, his defense is going to go up even more. And if the dupe system additional comes off as well, let's just say for a side banner EZA, this is probably one of the best side banner EZAs. Not side banner. This is probably one of the best side EZAs in Dokkan. He's almost on a mil with the Turles support, which is going to be something you can easily get off because Turles is obviously a very good unit to be using. You are getting the Dokkan attack off, but that is fine. Look at that attack stat in the bottom. What's that, like 5.7 mil or something like that? I'm pretty sure that's like 5.7 mil with the support. Hopefully we can get the additional supers come off. Hopefully we can get them come off to see what he can do. But defensively, if the additional supers do come off, even one of them, considering where you get ups, he's up to 6 mil. Come on, can we get the dupe system one? Can we get the dupe system one? Okay, that's fine. We went up to 6 mil. If we got the third one, or if we got the second additional, you're talking like almost 6.5 million attack stat. But I'm very impressed, considering he's a side EZA and where you're going to be using him as like Super Battle Road and ESBR, stuff like that. Defensively, he's really good for that. Especially if he gets those additionals come off. And if you have Turles on the team as well, of course. I'm very impressed. We have some amazing coolers in the game. This guy, the strength one, of course, he's a little bit outdated defensively, but he's still a very good unit. As I said, he needs some... An EZA would be fantastic, but, you know, he's still very good. As I said, just defensively, he isn't good enough anymore. But then we have the EZA Final Form cooler, the new LR cooler. There's so many good coolers in the game, but I'm very impressed with this guy. Again, especially where you're going to be using him, he's going to be fantastic. But do let me think down in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. And push!